What if I told you a tuna could weigh over 1,500 pounds, nearly half a car? These ocean giants can grow up to 10 feet long, taller than a school bus. They're speed demons too, hitting 45 miles per hour, faster than most motorboats. During deep dives, their heart rate plummets to just 15 beats per minute to conserve energy. But here's the mind blow. They maintain a body temperature of 70 degrees Fahrenheit even in freezing Arctic waters, hotter than your warm bath. How do they pull it off? Science is still unraveling this mystery. What if the International Space Station could swallow a Boeing 747 whole? At 357 feet long, it stretches nearly the entire length of a football field. It weighs 420,000 kilograms, heavier than 2.3 fully fueled Boeing 747s combined. This behemoth zips around Earth every 90 minutes at 17,500 miles per hour. But here's what shocks scientists. It took 13 years and 51 missions to build this floating lab. That's over twice as long as constructing the Eiffel Tower, assembled piece by piece in orbit. One question remains: how do we fit such ambition into the cosmos? What if a single tree weighed more than 1,000 elephants and lived for 80,000 years? This tree isn't one trunk, it's 47,000 genetically identical stems sharing a 106-acre root system. Its underground network? A staggering 6,600 tons, heavier than the Eiffel Tower. At 80,000 years old, this colony predates every human civilization on Earth. And when the wind blows, every single tree trembles in perfect unison, like one giant breathing. Scientists call it Pando, but how many secrets still hide beneath its ancient soil? If Betelgeuse replaced the Sun, Earth would vanish into its atmosphere. What makes this star so monstrous? Betelgeuse's radius is 1,000 times larger than the Sun. If placed in our solar system, its atmosphere would stretch past Jupiter's orbit. At 640 light-years away, it shines so brightly we can see it naked eye as Orion's left shoulder, a cosmic beacon in the night. But here's the twist: despite its gargantuan size, it's only 20 times more massive than the Sun, 99% empty space. And this stellar giant is just a cosmic infant, only 10 million years old. Compared to our 4.6 billion-year-old Sun, it's a newborn. How can something so young grow so fast? The universe never stops surprising us. What if the largest volcano on Earth is taller than Mount Everest, but you've never seen it? This Hawaiian giant holds 10 superscript 1 superscript 2 cubic meters of lava, enough to fill 200 million Olympic-sized pools. From ocean floor to summit, it stretches 17,000 meters, twice Everest's height. Most of that? Beneath the waves. In 1984, it erupted for 22 days, spewing 3.5 cubic kilometers of lava, enough to reshape 30 kilometers of coastline. Only 13% of this 55,000-foot titan rises above sea level. The rest? A hidden world beneath the Pacific. How many other giants are hiding in plain sight? What if Earth's tallest mountain was 3 times higher than Everest? Olympus Mons on Mars isn't just a mountain, it's a 22-kilometer-tall shield volcano, 3 times Everest's height. Its base stretches 600 kilometers wide, larger than Texas, with slopes so gradual they're barely visible from orbit. For 4 billion years, constant lava flows built it higher, no tectonic shifts needed, just steady, relentless growth. If it existed on Earth, its peak would pierce the stratosphere at 22 kilometers, where jets rarely fly. And scientists still can't explain why it grew so huge, or why Earth's mountains never came close. What if the world's largest animal was 3x bigger than a city block? Let's break down blue whale size, permanently blowing your mind. These leviathans reach 100 feet long, exactly 3 school buses welded end to end. Imagine that floating in your neighborhood. Its heart alone weighs 1,500 pounds, equivalent to a fully loaded Toyota RAV4. That's a biological truck engine. And the tongue? A 6,000-kilogram slab of muscle, matching the combined weight of 6 adult African elephants. Here's the ultimate shock. Its blood volume fills 6 standard hot tubs. 1,500 gallons pumping through that colossal body. Nature's built a living skyscraper. The question is, how does it even survive? What if your blood cells were as big as basketballs? Imagine 25 trillion bouncing around inside you. Real red blood cells are just 7.5 micrometers wide, about 1/10 the width of a human hair. Yet your body contains 25 million of these tiny heroes delivering oxygen to every corner. Each cell transports 1 billion oxygen molecules every second, non-stop for 120 days. Then they vanish. Your body replaces 200 million old cells every single minute. Right now, trillions of these microscopic warriors are keeping you alive. What other miracles are hiding inside you? What if the tallest rocket ever built was 36 stories high? The Saturn V rocket stood 363 feet tall, that's 13 school buses stacked nose to tail. It weighed 6.5 million pounds, heavier than 32 blue whales combined. Its engines produced 7.5 million pounds of thrust, equal to 100 Hoover Dams power. The first stage alone was 138 feet tall, taller than the Statue of Liberty's torch. And when it launched, it carried humanity's greatest leap, 240,000 miles to the moon. One question remains, could we build something even bigger today? What if an elephant could weigh more than 10 school buses? African bush elephants reach 6,000 kilograms, that's 8 adult hippos worth of weight. Their ears span 5 feet, big enough to smother a queen-sized mattress. A single trunk has 40,000 muscles, strong enough to lift logs, delicate enough for ping-pong balls. But here's what scientists can't believe, their 12-inch thick footpads detect seismic vibrations from 6 miles away. How do they communicate across entire ecosystems? What if Mount Everest vanished underwater? Even the peak would disappear, 2,000 meters below the waves. Challenger Deep plunges 10,935 meters, over 6 times deeper than the Grand Canyon's 1.8-kilometer chasm. The Mariana Trench reaches 11,034 meters from ocean surface to floor, nearly 11 kilometers into Earth's crust. That's like stacking 29 Empire State Buildings vertically, and still hitting solid seafloor. But here's what really crushes, pressure is 1,000 times greater than Earth's surface, enough to destroy a submarine instantly. And yet, life thrives there. Nature's secrets go deeper than we've ever imagined. What if your intestines could wrap around a football field? Your small intestine stretches 22 feet long, longer than a school bus. Its surface area hits 2,500 square feet, that's 500 average smartphone screens. It absorbs 9 liters of water daily, more than most people actually drink. And here's nature's joke, it's 4 times longer than the large intestine. This 22-foot marvel fits into a space smaller than your soccer ball. How does evolution even calculate that math? What if a lizard could outsize a human and pack a deadly bite? These giants reach 10 feet long, twice the height of an average adult. They weigh up to 150 pounds, yet can sprint 12 miles per hour in short bursts. Their heart? Just 1.5 pounds, about the size of a grapefruit. But their real weapon? Venom that causes 80% blood loss within hours. Victims bleed from every orifice, and scientists still can't fully explain why. Nature's deadliest lizards, hiding in plain sight. What if the entire island of Manhattan vanished into a single giant mirror? Sala de Uyuni in Bolivia spans 12,000 square kilometers, over 200 times larger than Manhattan's 59 square kilometers. Its salt crust grows 300 meters thick in places, deeper than the Grand Canyon's average depth of 277 meters. Beneath the surface lies 21 million tons of lithium, half the world's known reserves, buried in brine pools. During the rainy season, a thin layer of water transforms it into a perfect mirror, reflecting a 30-story building as if it were floating in the sky. And scientists still can't explain why the mirror sometimes reflects objects taller than the tallest buildings on Earth. What if the world's tallest building was just a toothpick next to a frozen titan? The Burj Khalifa soars 828 meters, humanity's tallest achievement. But Thwaites Glacier's ice shelf is a staggering 5,000 meters thick, enough to stack 6 Burj Khalifas and still have ice to spare. The glacier itself spans 74,000 square kilometers, larger than Florida and twice Belgium's size. If it collapses, global seas could rise 65 centimeters, flooding cities worldwide. And scientists still can't predict when.